up, Quackuzeers? Welcome to IasWell, and this is from the S to the PSP. Welcome to another fantabulous Friday. Now, before I start, I would just like to share something. See, yesterday we had our psychology class, but unfortunately our prof didn't show up. This is what happened. This random professor just suddenly walks inside the classroom and thinking that she's the professor. She's like, "Oh no, you're not doing anything, blah, 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 blah." And when we haven't even met her yet, and she's like, "You need to pass your papers, go to the library and look for a book about Asia." You're like, "Asia? We already have a professor in Asian history, and it's not the schedule for Asian history this week. Not this week, today. It was psychology." And you're like, "Where do you get Asian history in psychology?" I mean, dude, logic, bro, logic. It's so confusing because you were like, "What the?" She was like, "Where's your president?" "Oh my god, we need to tell your president, blah, blah, blah." And then suddenly the blockmate says, "Mom, we haven't met yet." And then she's like, "Wait, are you part of my class? What the? Is this Asian history?" And you're like, "No, Mom, it's psychology." She's like, "Oh my god, I'm sorry. I am so sorry." And you're like, "What the? Don't you check your schedule?" That was so weird. Imagine that. A random professor just goes inside your classroom and then tells you to do something, homework, and we haven't even done anything. I'm from the Philippines, and some schools in my country have changed their school year. Because our school year here is usually June to March. Unfortunately, it was changed because the Commission on Higher Education wanted to, what's the term for that? Wanted to coincide our schedule with the schedule of countries in the West, in the Western countries. Our school year used to be June to March, and then was moved to July to May this year. So our classes will be July to November. Semestral break will be the whole month of December. And now our classes just started January to May. Unlike other universities and schools that haven't moved their schedule yet, their classes are still June to October. June to October. Semestral break is half of October and November. And continuous classes will be back on November, the middle of November. That's it. Related to the topic about school, this is what I'm going to be talking about today. After the break, or the holidays, since our break is December, which is like Christmas and New Year's. So there, you have that certain feeling of like being lazy. Break is like the chill moment of your life, and then suddenly you have classes. Now, ever had that feeling that you're too lazy to get out of bed? I mean, imagine that you were taking a wonderful sleep, and then you suddenly hear the alarm waking you up for your classes. I mean, I'm so lucky that the schedule of my classes is 11 a.m. But unlike my roommates, I have 4 roommates. We're 5 in the room, and I'm the only one who has an 11 o'clock class. Every single one of them is 7 a.m. I'm so lucky. In my country, you have classes as early as 7 a.m. So you have to be up by 6 or 6:30 at least to get ready for school. Because if you're late, some professors or some teachers will take you away from the attendance. That doesn't sound right. You will be absent in class at that period since you didn't show up in time for 7 o'clock. Now, there's also this New Year writing the date problem where you don't know if it's the year before or you're gonna write the year this year. You seem to confuse things. Like, imagine writing on a test paper or any like maybe your notes, or that is if you take notes. If you don't. Imagine you're writing on your notebook and you're supposed to write 2015, but since you're so used to 2014, that you're gonna write 2014 in the year 2015. Yeah, that's one of the problems. And I saw on a certain website that says that it takes the human mind 21 to 30 days to get used to a habit. I mean, hello, the New Year's just started. It hasn't even been 21 days yet. So you're used to the 2014. Also, you get loaded with a bunch of school stuff you don't even want to do yet. I mean, your school just started. Why load you with projects, assignments, researches, online studies, and all the seat works and quizzes? Man, it just started. This January, here in my country, the Philippines, the Pope will visit our country. Imagine that! Pope Francis will visit us. For security reasons, there will be no classes from January 15 to 19. But the problem is, imagine this. Our professor wanted us to read this. Well, actually, it's not actually this thick of a book. Okay? Imagine that. Our professor wants to read this whole book by the time the papal visit is over, so that we will have either a recitation or a quiz. Imagine that, and the school just started. Me alone. It's like 8 days into class, and I have to finish this. I mean, if it were a novel, it would be easy, but hello, school stuff. I'm not saying school's bad. I mean, I'm pretty sure all students relate to this. It's normal to be lazy to do school stuff, but kids, stay in school. Well guys, that's all for today. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. I post videos every Friday, and well, that's about it. Now, see you next week, Quackuzeers. See you, Quackuz. Judge me if I'm wearing the same jacket. It's my favorite one, okay?